I have been informed that my announcement has been deemed disrespectful.
Listen up, Dwayne, you bald fraud!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the greatest of all time!
Seth Rollins, I'm coming for you, boy. I'm coming hard.
I am a visionary! I am a revolutionary!
The never seen 17!
Look at you now, boy! Ah. Look at you now! 4 letters, 1 word.
Last real champion, John Cena!
We are back with another live edition of Rasslin with Ryan and Mike. What's going on, Mike?
Not much. We are live right now, currently on TikTok, Rasslin with Ryan and Mike. And yeah, we haven't recorded a live one since WrestleMania.
Since WrestleMania. And you may hear it a little bit, but we do have SmackDown on in the back right now. But we're not showing it because we don't want to get flagged for copyright.
Exactly.
So if you may hear a little bit of background noise.
Whoa. See that?
Yeah.
See that?
It's right now it's the main event, the Fatal 4-Way, the King of the Ring, the last first round matchup.
Exactly. Let's see here. Finn Balor is out currently on SmackDown right now.
Well, now he's actually officially on SmackDown. He was traded to SmackDown, so he is officially a member of the SmackDown roster.
Right.
The only thing is we don't know who he was traded for.
Exactly.
But
So catch people up on what's been going on the King of the Ring side and then on the Queen of the Ring side.
Yeah, so the King of the Ring side, we've had, the last couple weeks on Raw and SmackDown, we've had Fatal 4-Ways for both the King and Queen of the Ring. Which, and I know a lot of people kind of they have kind of mixed reactions to the multi-man matches. I like it because I think it gives a chance to showcase more talent, and it really makes the matches move a lot more smoothly, especially towards the end. Like earlier, the Queen of the Ring, it really picked up the last 5 minutes. It was like crazy. It's like anybody could win it. And that's why I like having the multi-man matches, because it allows for not only for talents to showcase themselves who may not get a lot of TV time, but as well as it's a lot more fast-paced and exciting. And so we had Obafemi win the first round.
Yep.
And then we had, with a surprise, we had Javon Evans win this past Monday, which I think came as a shock for everybody, because everybody was looking for, everybody was predicting Seth Rollins would win it.
Right.
And everyone thought that's what I thought too. And then Dominic Mysterio won his match last week on SmackDown, which I think also came as another surprise, because I think some people were thinking Braun Breaker or even Trick Williams. And so Dominic Mysterio won. And in fact, this coming Monday, it'll be Obafemi versus Dominic Mysterio in the King of the Ring semifinals.
Right.
So R.I.P. to Dominic Mysterio.
R.I.P. to Dominic.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Dom.
So Obafemi had a great line on Raw this past.
Oh yeah, yeah. We all know Rey Mysterio is your father, but next week I will introduce you to your daddy.
To your daddy, exactly.
And if people were like, "Oh, does Oba have?" He does. Oba can talk.
Right.
He can cut a promo.
Right.
He may not be like, one of the greatest. His accent might make it a little hard, but he can definitely cut it on the mic. Oh, yeah. Oba has it all. He has what you look for in a wrestler.
Undoubtedly, he's going to be one of the biggest stars in the company for the next 10 years.
Oh yeah, the future WrestleMania main eventer, future world champion. Yeah. Possibly as soon as this year, depending on.
They talk
how
about
King of the Ring goes
with Braun Breaker. They talk about it with maybe Dom Mysterio. They talk with Trick Williams, but clearly Obafemi is the guy going forward in WWE.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially with how fast he got over. Everybody's doing the Oba strut. Everybody's saying Oba. Right. He gets one of the loudest reactions.
Hear the reactions he got, in Paris.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was so. It was so loud. You would think, this guy's been on the main roster for forever. No, this guy's only been on the main roster for a couple months.
Right.
Because he literally was still in NXT back in December.
Exactly.
So literally, he's only been on the main roster a couple months, and he's already one of the most over guys on the entire roster.
Yeah. And so they're gonna run it back with Brock Lesnar one more time.
The question is where. Some
Right.
people are saying it's going to be SummerSlam. Some are saying he might cost Oba this coming Monday on Raw. So
Right.
it could happen at Night of Champions. And the reason I say it could happen at Night of Champions
Right.
is because it's in Saudi Arabia,
Right.
and the Saudis love having like big attractions,
Yeah.
and Brock Lesnar's a big attraction. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Saudis pay a lot of money
Right.
to have a Brock match.
Especially because I don't think Roman Reigns is going to be on that.
No, he's not on. No, Roman is not on the card, and so to make up for it, I feel like Brock is still a big name. He's still one of the company's biggest draws,
Right.
Even though his career is winding down,
Right.
Still, like, listen, he still gets loud reactions.
Yeah.
Still gets a huge pop.
Right.
Can still draw for sure. So,
Yeah.
and the Saudis love throwing their money around.
Right.
And if they do want any specific star there, I wouldn't be surprised if they throw a lot of money Brock's way.
Right.
And if we might get Brock Oba 3 at Night of Champions.
And when is that supposed to be?
Saturday, June 27th.
Saturday, June 27th.
So last Saturday of the month.
Okay.
It's supposed to be.
If anything, honestly, I could see it going this way. They run it back with Brock Oba 3 at Night of Champions, and then at SummerSlam, Roman versus Oba.
Yeah. Roman versus Oba. But then where does that leave Brock? Do we get Brock Gunther?
Right.
Me personally, I don't want it. I think there's a lot of people that don't want it. But just based off how they are with the character they want for Gunther, it's probably going to end up being that way.
Yeah.
Well,
I could see Gunther winning the
unless Brock just says no, I
Right.
will not do it.
Well, look at what's happening right now with Gunther. He's in the midst of the WWE Championship, storyline going on with Cody Rhodes and even Sami Zayn. They've injected Sami Zayn into this WWE.
Yeah, so maybe he faces one or both of them at SummerSlam, and then that frees up Oba.
Possibly.
Because I think Oba Roman is like the money match. Because I think it's inevitable that Oba Femi is winning the World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, absolutely.
And he's definitely taking it off of Roman.
1000%.
How else to make a name and to create a star than have Oba Femi beat one of your biggest stars of the last 10 years
Exactly.
in Roman Reigns?
Exactly.
Basically, Roman Reigns is kind of like how Cena was back in the day. If you beat John Cena, like, whoa, that's a big deal.
It's huge.
You beat John Cena. So now it's the same thing. It's like, whoa, you beat Roman. Like, look, people are still talking about Bronson Reed beating Roman Reigns.
Right.
That's still the biggest one of his career, and it's still being talked about.
Exactly.
So I know I have differing opinions, but there's no. I'm not gonna discredit it. Roman is one of the biggest stars of the last 10 years.
Absolutely.
And beating him is huge, especially if you beat him clean, because it is rare for people to beat him cleanly.
Exactly.
Very much like Cena back in the day.
Exactly. Taking one little break here. I do want to mention everybody on TikTok. I want to, let's see here. We have only 2 people live here, but a bunch of people are coming in and out. I want to thank you guys for joining us on TikTok. I know it's been a little bit since we've been on here, since we've done a live. And so right now we are covering King of the Ring. We're going to be covering Queen of the Ring. And then we're going to be watching 2 matches, 2 quick matches. And we won't let the cat out of the bag. Now.
You'll just have to tune in with us.
Exactly. Stay tuned for the end of the podcast because we're going to be rewatching 2 King of the Ring final matches from the past.
We won't tell you what they are. You'll just have to stay tuned and listen.
Exactly. And also, too, since you guys are here live on TikTok and also people are watching, listening to the recording of this, since, it'll be released during the weekend, you can follow us on Instagram at Lace 'em Up Sports. You can follow us on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. You can follow us everywhere that we have social media. Guys, if you all had that ex-girlfriend or maybe you've been that ex-boyfriend or girlfriend where you stalked your partner, I want you to stalk us on our social medias.
Tell your mama, tell your papa, tell everybody, tell your whole family.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you are cursed.
Also, go back and just did a really cool podcast with Sammy from the Dodger Buzz. We did a really cool insight interview about the Dodgers, about all things sports and family,
Yes,
and
that is for his LA Sports Roundup. So make sure you tune in and
he's a
listen to that
Dodger
every
fan,
week,
which I know you are.
or just the LA sports fan in general
Exactly.
too.
Exactly.
It's for all LA teams.
So currently on SmackDown right now, we have the Fatal 4-Way: Finn Balor, LA Knight,
Royce Keys.
and Jey Uso. Who do you think wins this match?
Personally, I personally want Finn,
Mm-hmm.
but I know it's probably not going to be Finn.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be Finn either.
I
What if they give us a surprise? Honestly,
I
I would
I would
surprise Royce Keys.
yeah, and I wouldn't be mad at it.
Yeah.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because it'd be something new.
Right.
And it's not predictable.
Right.
Because I feel like it's predictable if you have someone like Jey Uso in it.
Exactly.
Because it's like he's already been there.
Right.
And
Exactly.
and so but it would also be cool if LA Knight wins.
Right.
Because since he's been mishandled the last few years, so it'd be nice if he gets the win.
Exactly.
And who knows, maybe he makes it to the finals. I'm not saying he wins the whole thing, but hey.
I mean, look, they're in this kind of middling ground with LA Knight where they want to push him and then they take it back. They don't want to. He's just been stuck in mud for a long time now. So if LA Knight were to win this thing, it would be a huge win.
It would be huge, yeah, especially because he's come up short in Money in the Bank the last couple years.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this would be even better way, especially because he jumps right into a world title match and he has history of Roman Reigns.
Right.
So I feel like there's that.
Exactly.
But maybe he goes after Cody. Maybe he goes after
Possibly.
the WWE Championship.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see who wins that. And then on the Queen of the Ring side, we had Charlotte Flair win tonight. So it'll be Charlotte Flair versus Women's World Champion Liv Morgan, who won on Monday. Still, I don't like Liv being in it.
Mhm.
What I get it for the story. Io Sky won last week and Raquel Rodriguez. So it'll be Io and Raquel next week. I don't know if it's on Raw or SmackDown, but they'll face off, and then it'll be Charlotte and Liv, and then it's Oba and Dom, and then Javon gets the winner of this match.
Right.
Javon Evans.
Out of the women, who do you think makes it to the finals?
Well, I think Io Sky,
Io Sky?
because I feel like I've said this multiple times. I think she's the best women's wrestler on the roster right now,
Yeah.
and honestly, as much as I don't like her, well, although I have liked her the last year because I feel like she has taken a step back, I wouldn't mind seeing Io Sky Charlotte Flair in the finals.
Right.
I think that match would be fun.
That
Charlotte
would be
Flair
really
and
fun.
Io
She won
Sky,
tonight.
and especially because it goes with Charlotte. Her gimmick is that she's the queen,
Right.
but then she could be like, I can't call myself the queen unless I'm Queen of the Ring.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then I don't think we've seen her. Maybe we
don't-
have.
Okay, look, we don't need to see Charlotte Flair as Queen of the Ring.
We don't.
She's already accomplished so much.
She's already a big name.
Yeah.
But it would be great if it was her and Io, and then I could see Io going over and Io
Exactly.
being, because I think Io deserves
Mm-hmm.
so much better because her booking has been very meh since she lost the women's world title.
They keep in the mid card, and it just hasn't felt right.
It felt like she was on the top of the world when she was world champ,
Yeah.
and then once she dropped the title, it's like they didn't know what to do with her.
Right.
They put her and Rio in a tag team. They won tag titles, which was fine because they were over.
Right.
The fans loved it,
Yeah.
so that I get. But like since then, it's like, what you gonna do?
Right.
Especially with the whole Asuka thing, and then Kyrie being released,
Yeah.
and now Asuka is being semi-retired. So it's like that story's kind of
Right.
out the window right now. So I feel like it's great for Io, to be in this position, and I think she deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
And so Io Sky is my pick for Queen of the Ring.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think so. I don't know why. I just envisioned Charlotte Flair, them giving it to Charlotte Flair, only for them to be like, well, she's the queen, right? I think that's the total WWE way to do things.
Yeah. But another interesting thing is you have her beefing with Jade Cargill, so that depends. Is Jade Cargill going to interfere?
Yeah.
And there's also the other thing, Stephanie Vaquer. Is she going to interfere? Is she going to cost Liv Morgan?
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see how that match turns out. I don't think it's going to be a clean win. I think it's going to have a screwy finish of some sort.
I think so too. Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, Io Sky is my pick.
Yeah.
And then in terms of the men, right now it's Oba, but
Yeah.
it all depends on when Brock interferes. Because we all know he's going to.
Exactly.
It's just when is he? Is he going to do it on Monday or is he going to wait till the finals?
You know what? Costing him the finals of the King of the Ring would make sense for them to get to that third match. Because right now, like, why is there a reason for them to get to that third match other than him costing Oba King of the Ring?
Yeah, and especially because Oba said it's 1-1, I will see you down the line.
Exactly.
Which doesn't necessarily mean, oh, I'll see you at the next page. It just means we're not done yet.
Exactly.
It's basically when I see you, I see you. But we all know Brock's calling it a career soon, so we know we're getting that match sooner than later.
Exactly.
It's either it's either Night of Champions or SummerSlam,
Right.
where this match is happening.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I would love for, or some type of way, maybe we see Brock Lesnar come back this Monday night against Dominic Mysterio, and then you can possibly give Dom the win. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, I wouldn't
It's
be
all
surprised.
possible.
But if Dom wins, it's not gonna be clean.
Exactly.
It's not going to be clean. And I feel like at the same time, it still protects Oba because, like, oh, he didn't lose cleanly.
Right.
It's like the same thing. He lost against Brock, but he was still very much protected.
Right.
It took 7 F5s. He kicked out of 6 of them. Mm-hmm. So it's like, see, he was still, even though he lost, he was still very much protected.
Right.
Because it took him that many F5s to
Yeah.
get him down. Mm-hmm. And even then, he still fought. He still kicked out.
Yep.
So, yeah, so it's just a matter of when will Brock interfere. Is it going to be this Monday or is it going to be in the finals?
Right. Exactly. We'll see. Other than that, I mean, besides Obafemi, who do you see winning the King of the Ring in total?
God, as much as it pains me to say, I could see it. I could see them giving it to Dom.
Dom versus Cody at SummerSlam?
Yeah, but we already got Dom versus Cody before.
Yeah, but not on the big stage.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like the way Dom's booking has been. I don't think he's world champion caliber at the moment, just
Yeah.
based off his booking as
He's
of late.
not.
He's not.
If they were to wait till Money in the Bank in October.
That's what I was saying. He's a better fit for Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, by the way, what do you think of Money in the Bank being bounced around the way it has been?
I know it's been. This is what the third date it's been.
Yeah.
Because originally WrestleMania was supposed to be in New Orleans this year, gave it back to Vegas, and then they gave New Orleans Money in the Bank, and then they moved Money in the Bank from like September's from like I think it was in August at one point.
Yeah.
And they moved it to September, and now they moved it to October. So poor New Orleans, man. They're just getting
the shaft.
They're just getting the short end of the stick, man.
They are.
They got robbed. They got robbed of WrestleMania, especially when WrestleMania was announced by The Rock.
Exactly.
So it's just like, damn. They went from having WrestleMania being announced by The Rock himself to now it's like they don't know when they're getting WrestleMania.
Right. A couple rumors. I keep hearing The Rock's name come back. I mean, we talked about it on a podcast before, but that was purely us just speculating. But a lot of people are thinking The Rock could come back, inject himself into this Bloodline storyline. Do you realistically thinking? I mean, let's not play ourselves here. The Rock is not coming back.
No. But if he were, it would only make sense for it to be in the Bloodline story.
Right.
Just because, as I've mentioned on previous podcasts, Roman called himself the tribal chief, right?
Right.
But The Rock can be like, there's one higher up than you.
Right.
That's me, because I'm the high chief.
Yeah.
That's where I'm saying if they do it, that's where the story could go.
Right.
It'll be like, yeah, you're the tribal chief, but you forgot there's still one tier above you.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at.
Look at that's the biggest match they could possibly do at this point. Still, besides Roman and Oba, is Roman and Brock.
Roman, yeah,
Roman and Rock.
And it's a match the fans have been wanting for years. It was rumored to happen at WrestleMania 39, but it didn't happen. Mm-hmm. We were gonna get it at WrestleMania 40, and then that's when the fans hijacked it.
Yeah,
and basically made WWE make it Cody versus Roman.
Yeah. Oh wait, are these guys gonna do a Shield spot right here with Royce Keys?
I think so.
Oh, look at a little Shield spot with Shield powerbomb. Finn, LA Knight, and Jey Uso giving Royce Keys a powerbomb through the table. We're currently watching SmackDown.
Yeah,
as you can see in the back.
we're multitasking, but also
Yeah.
it goes because this is a King of the Ring first round, the last first rounder.
Right.
So the winner of this goes on to face Javon Evans in the semis.
So clearing up another rumor here is CM Punk has been out.
Yeah, we haven't seen him since the Raw after Mania.
Yeah. And so there's been some speculation, which I didn't even know about really until you mentioned it.
I heard some of it. Like the ones I heard initially was just like, oh yeah, he's taking a break, but we don't know when he's coming back. It'll probably be like if he comes back, it'll probably be for a feud for SummerSlam or a program for SummerSlam. And then if the other rumor started, it's like, oh, he was upset with how they booked AJ Lee and that he was upset because he was asked to take a pay cut. First of all, I highly doubt TKO asked CM Punk to take a pay cut.
Right.
They're asking like the mid card, low card wrestlers for pay cuts.
Right.
There's no way they asked CM Punk for a pay cut.
No, absolutely zero chance.
There's no way.
Zero chance.
That's like them asking Roman to take a pay cut.
There's
no. That's what I'm saying. There's no way he was asked to take a pay cut.
They'll ask Kofi Kingston to take a pay cut.
Yeah.
And Xavier Woods, but they're not asking CM Punk.
Especially with CM Punk being a top 3 merchandise mover in the company.
Exactly.
There's no way they're asking him to take a pay cut.
Exactly.
Especially because he's one of the men making the money.
Yeah.
So, then there were the rumors that he's gonna reconcile with AEW, him and AJ Lee. It's like, first of all, it was confirmed AJ Lee signed a multi-year deal.
Right.
And also it was confirmed that it wasn't for full time.
CM Punk is never wrestling again for AEW.
No, that bridge is burned.
That
bridge is burned, and
it's burned worse than you make waffles.
And he's in a position where he's really happy, and he's also made it known he would love to be part of the creative process when he's done in the ring.
Exactly.
And it's like there's no better place for him to do that than in WWE.
Besides him tearing his triceps right from the get-go,
he's been on it.
His WWE run has been excellent.
His current WWE run is longer than his entire AEW run.
Sure, yeah.
Which is crazy to think about.
But it's also
because it felt like he was in AEW for.
And he was also a 2-time world champion in AEW.
Yeah.
But his WWE run has far surpassed his AEW run.
Yeah, and he's already won the world title twice since coming back to WWE. Right. I know one it was cashed in on, but he had a great world title reign, had a great match at WrestleMania.
Right.
And mind you, he's had back-to-back main events at WrestleMania.
Right. And look, now he's going to be on the SmackDown roster as reported. And so...
Which I think is a boost SmackDown desperately
needs.
Especially because they teased Punk and Cody.
Exactly.
It's been teased, and I was like, I feel like that is the next big feud.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Before we watch the 2 matches we promised here, one last topic I wanted to get into is Danhausen. The emergence of Danhausen and all of the cursing he's done. First to the Cleveland Cavaliers. He has uncursed the Knicks, and the Knicks are 1 game away from winning the NBA championship.
The Knicks have only lost 1 game since being uncursed.
1 game.
One.
That was game 3 of the NBA Finals. And the Knicks are on the verge. If you guys didn't watch that game 4, I don't know.
The Knicks just completed the largest comeback in NBA Finals history, coming down by 29.
The best decision Danhausen ever made in his career was leaving AEW to come to WWE.
Oh, dude, he's a top 3 merch mover right now in the company. Top 3.
Top 3. You can't
behind Cody and Punk.
Exactly.
It's Cody, Punk, and Danhausen.
It is insane to think about.
And we are not kidding you. Danhausen, he is top 3. It's Cody, Punk, and Danhausen.
Yep.
To think he's even above Roman.
Right.
Who's been a merch mover for years.
Exactly.
That is saying something.
Right. Exactly. Solo just costed LA Knight. And they give Jay the win. Oh, Ryan's happy about this.
So that means it's Jey Uso and Javon Evans.
But anyways, Danhausen is on top of the world right now. He is a celebrity.
Yeah.
If you look at it, he is a celebrity.
And it's funny because a fan just paid Danhausen human monies to go curse the Vegas Golden Knights, who are now 1 loss away from losing the Stanley Cup.
He had cursed the Carolina Hurricanes
And then he was paid to uncurse them, and then he
Exactly.
cursed the Vegas Golden Knights, who are now a loss away from losing the Stanley Cup.
Right.
So if people want to tell us that wrestling's not real, you might want to reevaluate that statement.
Exactly. All right, so Jey Uso is advancing into the King of the Ring tournament, but the help of Solo Sikoa. So they're pretty much bringing the band back together here with the full bloodline. We should have known that Jey Uso was going to win this.
Yeah. At least Finn didn't take the pin. That's one thing. I thought Finn would maybe take the pin. He didn't.
Right. Exactly.
LA Knight took the pin.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, but all right.
All right.
It's King of the Ring rewatch time.
King of the Ring rewatch time. Tell the fans what we're going to watch here.
We are going to watch the finals of the 1996 King of the Ring, which gave us the legendary and probably the most famous promo in the history of wrestling, Austin 316.
Says, I just whipped your ass.
Yep.
So, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Jake the Snake Roberts, King of the Ring 1996. And we'll have, after this one, we'll have one more to give you guys.
Yeah. And I was surprised when you told me how short this match was. I thought this was like a 15-minute.
No, it's only
match.
a 10-minute match.
Yeah, which is crazy to think.
Look at Stone Cold doesn't even have his theme song yet. He's still coming out to the Ringmaster theme. So if you guys want
is
to
he
watch
called Stone Cold here, or is he still, or he's just called
Stone
Steve
Cold.
Austin? Okay.
Yes. So I forgot to time it out for you guys here. But if you guys want to follow along on YouTube, you guys can do so. So there's Brian Pillman. So Stone Cold's coming out to the ring. He doesn't even have his music yet.
Gentlemen, to the emergency room after his first matchup with Wildman Mark Miro had some 16 stitches in his mouth and in, I believe, his tongue. It has returned back here to the King of the Ring.
I wonder on his way to the emergency room, did he see Jake the Snake Roberts get pushed away in an ambulance?
Try to flip this around for you guys.
And this is when King of the Ring was still a pay-per-view, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
6 o'clock. We're fine for it.
I know what this match means to Jake Roberts. I went to Stone Mountain to interview him. This is so.
Snake Roberts coming out here.
And Stone Cold's the heel here, right?
There he is.
I always forget how over Jake the Snake was.
Right. He was pretty
Such
open.
a thing. And the thing, he never won the world title.
Yeah.
On a man they call Vader in the prior matchup. Here he comes. Look at that. Oh!
So right now, Vince McMahon is commenting on a Splash Vader game. Jake the Snake earlier in a semifinal match of the King of the Ring.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. This is when they had all the matches in one night, right?
Right.
And Stone Cold Steve Austin wasting no time going for the ribs of Jake the Snake Roberts.
Stone Cold wasting no time. I think he missed that elbow, though.
Yeah.
Stomping a mud hole.
Have busted and broken ribs. Both are battered and bruised.
So Stone Cold is just stomping away, hammering away at Jake the Snake right now. And so let's talk a little bit about Jake the Snake Roberts too. So Jake Roberts is not in his prime anymore at this point. Jake Roberts is he's older. He's probably in his 40s at this point. He's like 50 pounds heavier. He's in the midst of quite a few substance abuse issues, drinking issues. He is not the Jake the Snake Roberts of several years before. And so Steve Austin here is in his prime. This is prior.
This began the rise of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Right.
This was the rise of Stone Cold.
Yeah, absolutely. But he's in his prime. This is prior to him injuring his neck.
Yeah,
too.
this is before the broken neck. Yeah. Because like you said, he was still the ringmaster.
Right.
Coming into this match.
Right.
It's still crazy for me to hear Vince McMahon on commentary.
Yeah. Oh, Owen Hart's on commentary on this one too, and Jim Ross as well.
That's Jim Ross right now.
Jim Ross, yeah. So if you guys are wondering, we're watching King of the Ring in 1996, the final between Stone Cold and Jake the Snake Roberts. Stone Cold is just hammering away And so that, again, leads you to the famous Austin 316, I just whipped your ass.
I and Jake the Snake to come back out here and compete.
Yeah, just to see Stone Cold just doing with Jake the Snake here.
Right.
And this is probably the last time the fans actually like booed Austin.
Yeah.
Pretty much after this is when the fans started to love him. He became a fan favorite.
Oh, yeah.
After the Austin 316 promo, he became a fan favorite. That's why I heard him come out to boo it like so weird.
Right.
Because I'm so used to him coming out to like the biggest pops.
Right.
Because Stone Cold has the biggest pops in the history of professional wrestling.
Oh my gosh. You're
Like-
talking about Stone Cold level pops in the 90s.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Especially
Yeah.
I still think the loudest pop he ever received was when he came to help Mankind beat The Rock on
The
Monday Night
building
Raw.
was shaking. The building
Yes,
was shaking.
yeah, it caused a whole earthquake.
Yeah.
You don't hear pops like that anymore.
No, you don't. Absolutely
It's
not.
really. It's rare to hear just a loud pop,
Right.
where you can barely hear the music. It's happened a couple of times,
Couple
but
times, yeah.
it's very rare.
Exactly.
But in terms of the Austin level, no, nobody's gonna ever reach that level.
Exactly.
Of a crowd reaction. This is basically a squash match.
Basically. Yeah. So Stone Cold away, just hammering away on Jake.
Pulling off the bandage.
Gorilla Monsoon making an appearance here. Old Gorilla Monsoon. You have what's his name? Tim White as the referee.
Tim White. What's Gorilla doing?
Maybe he's just trying to get Stone Cold to back away here.
Oh, he hasn't heard a bell ring.
Owen Hart making common sense here. Why should Stone Cold stop? Oh, Panthers and John Cena shared post. Oh, Jake is
Owen Hart being the typical baby face.
yeah,
No,
right,
the typical baby face comeback.
right.
Yeah, very formulaic back then, much like it is today. The
Yeah.
heel dominates the baby face, and then the baby face makes the comeback. "41 years
41
old.
years old, yeah.
41 years
And
old.
back then, that's like ancient. Now you have
Now it's like you have wrestlers literally doing the best of their
Finn
career.
Balor, LA Knight. These guys are in the prime of their career, but back then,
CM Punk, 47 years old.
for 41, you look like Jake the Snake Roberts here.
And then keep in mind, you also had The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, who were in their 40s
Right.
when they had their classic match at WrestleMania.
Exactly.
So 40 back then is not the same as 40 today.
Yeah, exactly.
40 today is like a whole new prime.
Right.
Oh, Stone Cold gaining control again.
There it is. I
Stunning.
think that's the finish here. So, little story about this. Stone Cold actually went to the hospital before this match because his lip was busted open. So he got it stitched up. You see it?
Oh yeah, you see
Yeah.
his lip is all like swollen.
Yeah.
Stitches and came back.
Looks like some of those stitches have opened up again.
Nonetheless,
There
Jake
it is.
Roberts with rib injuries.
Yeah, that was basically a squash match, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Austin is home star in the entire WWF. This may be only the beginning for that young man, but you gotta hand it to Jake the Snake Roberts, who had a dream. He had a dream he wanted to fulfill here in Milwaukee, and he was one victory short. Let's go back and take a look at the way Stone Cold Steve Austin defeated one Jake the Snake Roberts. Listen to that.
But I think he even did the. It's so weird to see him do the stunner without the kick.
Yeah.
I'm so used to him doing the kick to the gut and then doing
Right.
the stunner. So it's crazy to see him just basically just grab the neck and then hit the stunner.
Right.
And again, give credit to not only that man for winning, he is heartless, but give credit to Jake the Snake
Here
Roberts.
we go.
She begins. Let's take you up to Doc Hendricks. Doc, go ahead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen to this, guys. The most infamous promo, one of the most infamous promos of all time.
The first thing I want to be done is to get that piece of crap out of my ring.
This is the way I talk to you on a daily basis.
WWF. Because I prove, son, without a shadow of a doubt, you ain't got what it takes anymore. You sit there and you thump your Bible and you say your prayers, and it didn't get you anywhere. Talk about your Psalms, talk about John 3:16.
Austin 3:16 says I just whipped your ass.
He is Stone Cold. Hold on, that's not necessary.
All he's got to do is go buy him a cheap bottle of Thunderbird
All right, stop
and
it.
try to get back some of that courage he had in his prime. As the king of the ring, I'm serving notice to every one of the WWF superstars. I don't give a damn what they are. They're all on the list, and that's Stone Cold's list, and I'm fixing to start running through all of them.
All right, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And his remarks? 1996
As
WWF
far as
King
this
of the Ring.
championship match is considered, son, I don't give a damn if it's Davey Boy Smith or Shawn Michaels. Steve Austin's time has come. And when I get the shot, you're looking at the next WWF champion, and that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so.
Obviously, anything but humble. The fourth prestigious
Wait,
king
was he
of
saying
the ring.
that's the bottom line? Because Stone Cold said so even as the ringmaster?
No.
Or did that come with the transition to Stone Cold?
Yeah, I don't know. I believe that possibly came first, but might have been the first time too. I'm not quite sure.
I think it's just more synonymous with Stone Cold.
Exactly. All right, so match number 2 here that we're going to be listening to and be watching is King of the Ring 2002. This is actually the last King of the Ring pay-per-view in itself. After 2002, they stopped having King of the Ring pay-per-views.
And then wasn't this actually the last time they did King of the Ring?
Actually, yeah.
Until like 2010?
Traditionally, yes.
Yeah.
Traditionally.
They didn't do it until 2010.
Or 2008, whatever, when Regal won.
Yeah.
This is the last traditional King of the Ring. And so right now, the last final, Brock Lesnar versus RVD. Brock Lesnar is coronated King of the Ring, then goes on to SummerSlam 2002 to take on The Rock for the undisputed title. But first, he has to get through RVD. Let's watch that.
And I like how today's King and Queen of the Ring is bringing back the stipulation, if you win, you get a championship match.
Right, exactly.
Because for a while, there weren't really championship matches. Just like, oh, yeah, you're King of the Ring.
Right.
You know, because Sheamus didn't get a World Championship match.
Right.
William Regal didn't get a World Championship match.
Right.
Wade Barrett didn't get a World Championship match.
Right.
This is Brock's rookie year, too.
Yeah. Make this up. Oh. If they make it a full screen, so we're in an ad now.
This, she's still, Brock's a babyface here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is one of the rare times where you had a babyface versus a babyface.
All right, so the live stream just ended on TikTok. We reached our cap there. But we're still going through. We're still listening here. This is the full podcast here. So RVD coming out. He's the Intercontinental Champion at this point.
Really, Paulie dangerous.
Say, 6'3", 295-pound machine, but RVD is so unorthodox. And he's got a wealth of
This is a short match too. This one's only what, like 10 minutes?
10 minutes around there. So, yeah. About 10 minutes and 56 seconds here. A young Brock Lesnar.
A rookie Brock.
Rookie Brock Lesnar.
You might add.
that they are, but tell me.
I mean, yes, he was called the next big thing for a reason.
Right.
Has everything, size and strength and power, and a great amateur ability. Quickly and suddenly, Van Dam has got to quick with the pace and try to confuse Lesnar. Brock Lesnar.
It's still kind of weird for me to see Brock Lesnar not wearing the shorts.
Right.
You know, 'cause I think most of us are so used to him wearing the shorts.
Right.
Advice. Van Dam using that Charlie Horse.
Oh.
So Brock Lesnar wearing his trunks, the ones he wore for the first 2 years of his WWE career. So yeah, you're right. So when he came back in 2012,
When he debuted
that's
the
when
shorts.
the shorts.
And
Yeah.
he's pretty much been in the shorts
And
since
since,
then.
yeah, he hasn't worn the trunks
Yeah.
he used to wear.
Probably for a good reason.
Exactly.
I don't think anybody wants to see Brock Lesnar
No.
in trunks today.
No. Exactly. I mean, he probably still could pull him off, but yeah.
But
It's just a young Brock Lesnar here, rookie Brock Lesnar. I mean, we're subjected to listening to Long Island Zack Ryder over here,
Long Island IZ.
now known
Zack
as Matt
Ryder.
Cardona, because so I pulled this up on YouTube, guys, and so this is some weird Ice 3 Zack Ryder's favorite matches.
Well, which I'm surprised. I thought this would be from the vault.
Right. Right now, everything is on the vault.
Yeah.
Van Dam from
So Brock Lesnar is just he's dominating here at this point.
You know, he's no match for RVD. No match for Brock.
Right.
the WWE Undisputed title tonight.
Look at the slam.
Strength of Lesnar, turning that move into a power slam.
Goes for the pin.
Got a great look. They got a 2 count out of it.
Shout out Charles Robinson, still kicking it
Yeah.
today.
Slack of experience.
What they call him? Little Nate.
Little Nate's.
Little Nate.
Yep.
Going for another power slam. Oh, knee breaker or back breaker.
Backbreaker.
Van Dam, who's got me 235. So straight great rotation by Lesnar. And a lot of torque. Turning Van Dam and
Think how much different this Brock Lesnar is compared to today's Brock Lesnar.
Right.
Where today's Brock Lesnar is just suplex, F5s.
So in Brock Lesnar's original run here, he was busting out moves that he would never do today.
He used like the shooting star press,
Shooting star press.
which somebody asked him if he could still do it. He said this. He's like,
Yeah.
I probably still could, but I almost broke my neck doing it, so
Yeah.
I won't.
But just a lot more athletic moves,
Yeah.
a lot more wrestling moves.
Yeah,
Now it's just suplex, F5. You know.
yeah.
stars.
But also just to think a guy his size doing moves like that is also unheard of at the time.
Exactly.
He's like, this is a heavyweight moving to like a freaking cruiserweight.
Right.
It was just, and that's what made Brock so entertaining because it's like he could actually wrestle.
Right.
Where now today it's just like it's the same move every other move is a suplex.
Right. Paul Heyman still yelling out, think of the title shot.
Paul E. Dangerous.
Well, he was Paul Heyman at this point.
Yeah, Paul Heyman. Oh, the shoulder right into the post. Jeez.
Block that kick and out. Van Dam going back to the thighs. Again, those shots to the thighs.
Brock Lesnar head shoulder first into the pole there.
And one thing that I think a lot of people underestimate is that Brock can sell.
Yeah.
Brock can sell.
Brock is one of the biggest sellers of all time. I mean, he can make anybody look and bump for anybody and make it look great.
Shot Van Dam can dish out.
Athleticism by Van Dam at this point is off the charts too. I mean, this guy could bounce all over the ring, and he was not a light guy.
He's not. They said he's like a 230 pounder.
Right.
Over here.
Gee, Brock's so strong.
Yep.
Like the kick out, he pushed him off.
Yeah.
Van Dam is going to do what he can to keep Lesnar grounded. A lot easier said than done. Oh, wait a minute. Van Dam on the top rope. It's a 5-star here.
Van Dam with the 5-star.
I think it did more damage to him than Brock.
And Heyman fainting
I
off.
think look, Paul Heyman looks so skinny back there.
Yeah. Oh, now the guy's like 60 years old.
He got older.
Yeah. Oh, Lesnar just catching Van Dam like nothing. With an F5. Beautiful F5.
Is that it?
I think that's it. 1, 2, and 3. Brock Lesnar is the king of the ring. These matches aren't very long.
Yeah, which is crazy because you would think, oh, it's the final, so you think, oh, it's gonna be a little bit.
Right.
It's been the more recent ones that have been like the longer, like
Exactly.
20 minutes, like 20 to 25.
Has he made a believer in WWE? Oh, I've always believed in this guy, but I'll tell you, watch it. This is unbelievable.
Think he caught him to think he pretty much lifted him up with one arm.
Right.
Now look at this. Oh, man, what an animal.
Freak of nature.
Where is the 2002 King of the Ring?
All right. So then, yeah, like after that, Brock Lesnar challenged The Rock. Brock Lesnar became the undisputed champion, and history was made.
Yeah, it's crazy, especially looking back to see how they came out.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But all right, that'll do it for today's podcast. Again, I want to remind you guys, you can always follow us on social media. Hit like, subscribe, do whatever you can to not miss a thing because we have a lot of exciting things coming out. This summer, we have a lot of things coming out, so you don't want to miss it all. You don't want to miss it all.
Yeah,
And especially this podcast here.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll do something for Night of Champions.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be a live stream or even just streaming
recap.
the matches, or definitely a recap. So
Yep.
So be sure to be on the lookout for that. But like Mike said, a lot of things come, a lot of things in the works.
Yep. Exactly.
So, we don't want to reveal too much, but
Yeah. Exactly. But all right. Until next time, guys. That's Ryan. I'm Mike.
peace.
And you definitely can see him.